10 new isekai animes that you must watch in 2021. That's what we are going to see in this video. And as you know, my handsome weebs, I'm Yatsuki, and without further ado, let's get right into it. And the first anime on our list is The Dungeon of Black Company. I simply can't understand why people aren't watching this anime. It tells the story of a guy that accumulated enough money to live a luxurious lifestyle without never needing to work again for the rest of his life. After working and working so much, he was finally happy. This until the moment that a mysterious portal appeared underneath him and transported him to another world. At his arrival, he was obviously upset, because now he needed to work again. And to make matters worse, he couldn't work at a normal job. He needed to do dangerous exploration missions in the dungeon, so he could pay the bills. This until the day he confronted a powerful monster and decided to make a deal with him. And guys, this is anime, so after he made the deal, the monster transformed into a little girl. Now our protagonist wants to get rich again, and also wants a revenge at the company that made him work at that miserable job. And if you want to work a little bit for me by smashing that like button, subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell, I would be very thankful. This way you won't lose when I post next videos, with more great anime recommendations. How a realist hero revealed the kingdom. This anime is airing right now, and it obviously tells the story of a guy that was transported to another world, because this is an isekai video. Anyways, he was transported as a hero, and the kingdom that summoned him asked for his help. After a little bit of talking, our main character decided that he would be much useful by helping with the financial affairs of the kingdom, instead of fighting in the front line against the demons. The king recognized his ability and gave him the throne, so our main character became the new king. But that's not everything that I have to tell you, because the previous king also offered his daughter's hand to our main character. So, now that he's the king, he starts solving the economic and social problems of the kingdom. And the next anime on the list is I have been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level. This show tells the story of a Japanese salary woman that died from overwork. Yeah, you heard it right, she unfortunately died from overwork. After she died, she had an encounter with God, and God, feeling sorry for her, asked what she wanted in her new life. And she said that she just wanted to live a peaceful life. So God reincarnated her into a medieval fantasy world, as an immortal witch. She needed money, so she started killing slimes every day, so she could pay the bills. And some time passed, a lot of time passed. And after 300 years, she finally maxed out her level. And after all this time, her peaceful days will end, because some cute girls will show up to liven up her day. Spirit Chronicles. On this show, the childhood friend of our main character go missing, alongside a lot of other people. And our main character went look for her, but unfortunately he died in a bus accident. But everything isn't lost yet, because he was reincarnated in another world, but unfortunately as a homeless orphan. One day, she saved a girl that ended up being the princess of the kingdom. And as a reward, the king let our protagonist study at the Royal Academy, although he didn't stay there very long. And if you want to know why, make sure to watch the anime. And before moving on to the next anime on our list, tell me something, do you like catchy animes? If you do, I have another great video that you can watch, where I show you the top 10 best ecchi harem anime that you should watch. But wait, just watch it when you finish this one. And for the next anime on our list, we have Combatants Will Be Dispatched. In this one, the protagonist works in an evil organization. This organization fights against the heroes, and he did it pretty well, because they almost conquered the entire Earth. Now, this evil organization want to extend their reach, so they want to conquer the other worlds. For that purpose, they made a machine and transported our main character to another world. In this new world, our main character needs to fight against the Demon Lord, but fortunately he don't need to do that alone, because some cute girls will fight alongside him. I'm standing on 1,000,000 lives. A powerful name for an anime, I must say. And as you know, the main character got transported into another world, but this time into a game-like world. So, at his arrival, a self-proclaimed game master gave him a role via roulette wheel and a quest that he needs to complete. And even though he got a role, the role that he got is useless, because our main character is unlucky. I mean, technically he is lucky, because the chance to get the role that he got is minimal. Anyways, at least he isn't alone, because he was transported with 2 classmates. Oh, and I almost forgot to tell you something. If they don't complete the quest, they all die. Full Dive RPG. This one isn't really an isekai, but it's almost like that. Wait a minute and I will tell you why. So, this show tells the story of a high school student that was tricked into buying an old VR MMORPG, a game that nobody plays anymore, and a game that seeks the ultimate realism. At home, our protagonist decided to try the game, and right at the first minutes of the gameplay, he accidentally killed his best friend in front of his sister. The girl got crazy and even tried to kill him. And okay, you might think, he just needs to play another run, right? No, it is impossible, because the game seeks ultimate realism, so he can't just create a new save. Anyways, now our main character needs to leave the starter city, while being hunted down by the crime that he committed. The saint's magic power is omnipotent. This show also tells the story of an average Japanese salary human that was transported into another world. But a problem occurred. Instead of just one person being transported, there were 2, and there can only be one saint. The person that summoned him considered the other girl the saint, so our protagonist now can do wherever he wants in that new world. And she decided to start making potions. So, if you want to watch a calm isekai, with even some romance, maybe you should take a look at this one. And for the next anime on our list, we have So, I'm a Spider, so what? Yeah, this show tells the story of a high school girl that was killed by a powerful magic that passed through dimensions and was reincarnated into an RPG universe. But he wasn't reincarnated as a normal person, he was reincarnated as the lowest level of spider. And now she needs to survive in a dangerous cave, being just a weak spider. However, some things happen along the way, and she becomes extremely overpowered. So, if you want to watch a good isekai with a lot of fights, make sure to watch this one. And if you want to watch even more isekai animes, make sure to watch this other video that I made, where I show you the top 10 isekai fantasy animes with an overpowered main character. And for the last anime on our list, we have Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy. In this anime, our main character was an ordinary high school student. This, of course, until the day he was transported into another world. But unlike normal isekais, he wasn't considered a hero. In fact, he was despised by the goddess of that world. Fortunately, he is extremely powerful, due to the disparity between Earth and his new world. So, he could even win a fight against a dragon. And you know this well, guys, this is an anime. So, after he made a pact with the dragon transformed into a cute girl. And if you want to make a pact with me, then you should watch this other video that I made, if you want more anime recommendations. This is it for me, guys, hope you enjoyed and stay well.